93.9 The River, playing the greatest hits of all time. Time for a little community corner action right now. Today, I am blessed to have Emily Smith in my studio. Emily is the Region 2 Ombudsman Director with Aging Matters. And like I said earlier, you're probably going, what does the word ombudsman mean? It's a person who speaks on behalf of another. So Emily's here to tell us more about the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is wonderful to have you here. I appreciate you coming in, especially this early.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, this is a really cool program. We're going to talk a little bit about the program itself. I'll just let you right off the bat just kind of give me a little introduction to the program itself.
Okay, so what the Ombudsman program does is we provide advocacy to residents who live in long-term care facilities, nursing homes, and we place trained volunteers into the nursing homes to help residents maintain and improve their quality of life by helping ensure that their rights are preserved and respected.
Yeah, and that makes sense, and those of us, you're listening right now, you're probably not thinking about where you're going for your nursing home. That's not necessarily our audience, but maybe you've got parents that are older or grandparents that are older, and, you're starting to think about these things. And one of the things you said to me via email that stuck with me is you said, I wish I'd have known about you all sooner. And that's something that we think about, when we think about our parents or grandparents and what we need to do as they hit those twilight years of their life is having that information now and being able to make those educated decisions for them and with them makes such a difference in the level of care that they receive.
Yes. And even if, you're thinking about placing your loved one in a nursing home or you're thinking about going into one yourself, you can still give us a call and ask us questions about choosing a home, how to pay for a home, different things like that.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider when it comes to it. It's not just, what's close to me or, maybe they've got a medical condition. Maybe there's some ongoing dementia issues or things like that need to be considered as well. Or, even looking towards hospice care and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Those are decisions that are tough to make. So it's a valuable service. And, as far as the more specifics of what you offer, can you touch a little bit onto that?
Well, our biggest thing that we do is we have trained volunteers that we place into the nursing home, and we only have about 34 volunteers right now, but we also cover 18 counties and have over 160 homes.
Yeah.
So
it's a big space to cover.
Very big. So if you're interested in becoming a volunteer, give me a call. But we try and build the trusting relationship between a resident and their volunteer. And one of the things we go over the most in our training is confidentiality. So the volunteer advocates for the resident only with their consent, and the resident can remain anonymous. And it's supposed to cut down on retaliation in the nursing home. Because some people are scared to voice their concerns because they're afraid of
they're worried of what's going to, yeah, exactly. And it is a concern, and we are very lucky and very blessed to have some really high quality, elder care facilities, nursing home facilities in our area. We've got some really great places. You and I were chatting before we were on air about where my grandma was over the last year and a half or so, and they took great care of her. But at the same time, we may go in and have a conversation with our grandma, our mom, our dad, and they tell us, for Christmas dinner, we had a bologna sandwich and they yelled at me. Or, who knows what the case may be. But, yeah, maybe they're afraid to speak out. And so you guys advocate on their behalf and keep it anonymous and make sure that those concerns are brought to light, not only with the staff that's directly working with them, but the facilitators and the administrators of the buildings in the organizations.
Yeah. We just try and tell our residents, don't be afraid to speak up. If you're unhappy about the food, say something, because nothing's going to change unless you say something.
That's exactly right. Yeah. If you need change made, and that's what's wonderful about what you're doing is you guys are there on their behalf to make sure that those changes happen, or at least those concerns are voiced.
Yes.
And they're aware that those problems exist. And something else we talked about, as you're trying to make these decisions, and that there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of, administrative stuff on your side as the, person who's going into the nursing home or getting someone into the nursing home. You guys will help with that paperwork as well.
Yes, we have a few girls over at Aging Matters. They help fill out Medicaid applications. They can help you with your Medicare. They just got done with open enrollment. And we also have another program for family caregiver over there if you're caring for a loved one who is still in the home. We can help provide some relief with that.
That's awesome. I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, instead of you guys having that thought of wish I'd have known sooner, now you know where you can go to get this assistance. And if you've got somebody that's in a facility now and you're not sure how to voice those concerns, you're not sure how to have that conversation, with those who are taking care of your loved one, you're there to help.
Yes, please call me because this is what I'm here for. If you have any questions, any concerns, give us a call.
And if you want to volunteer and you want to be a part of making a difference through the organization, give them a call as well. What's the phone number for them to call?
It's 573-335-3331.
Awesome. Emily Smith, Ombudsman Director with Aging Matters. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
That's been your Community Corner. Thank you, Emily, for coming in. More of the greatest hits of all time on the way with 93.9 The River.